Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Money Talk with AEG. Today, I want to discuss something that I believe every policy owner should know. Many times, you hear financial advisors, including myself, talk about the importance of having critical illness coverage. We explain why you should have it, how valuable it is, and how it can protect you financially if you're diagnosed with a serious illness. But one thing I've realized over the years, we don't always explain what a critical illness actually is according to the insurance contract. Many people purchase a critical illness policy, put it away, and never read it. Sometimes the advisor may not have gone through the definition in details. So when they're diagnosed with an illness, they naturally assume I have critical illness coverage, so I'll automatically receive a payout. But it doesn't quite work that way. The illness has to meet the definition outlined in the policy contract. Today, I'm just going to speak about three conditions: cancer, stroke, and kidney disease. Now, not because they are the only critical illness covered, but because they are the most common illness we hear about in Trinidad and Tobago. I've delivered many critical illness policies over the years, and I've taken the time to read through the policy definitions. And today I simply want to break down a few of them in plain English. Let's start with cancer. Most people think once you're diagnosed with a cancer, that's it. You automatically receive the benefit. Not necessarily. The policy defines cancer as a malignant tumor that grows uncontrollably and spreads into or destroys surrounding tissues. Now, that's a lot of medical language. What does malignant mean? A malignant tumor is one that is cancerous, unlike a benign tumor, which stays in one place and usually doesn't spread. A malignant tumor could grow and spread into other parts of your body. This is why the definition is important. The policy isn't simply looking for the word cancer, it's looking at the type of cancer and whether it meets the policy definition. This is why certain early stage cancers, pre-cancer conditions, or benign tumors may not qualify as a critical illness benefit under your contract. Now let's talk about stroke. Most people hear the word stroke and assume every stroke is covered. However, the policy defines a stroke as damage to the brain tissue, right? Or bleeding in the brain, blockage of brain flow. There are certain things that defines this. The stroke must also leave neurological problem such as difficulty speaking, paralysis, etc. One important point is a TIA, sometimes called a mini stroke, usually doesn't qualify because it's temporary and it doesn't leave permanent brain damage. So again, it's not just the name of the illness that matters, it's whether the diagnosis meets the policy definition. Finally, let's look at kidney disease or kidney failure. Many people are diagnosed with kidney disease, and actually, kidney disease and kidney failure is not the same thing. For a critical illness under kidney, it is defined in the policy as end stage for both kidneys. It means both kidneys stop working properly, and this person now needs dialysis to do the job of the kidneys, or they require a kidney transplant. So some people may have kidney disease for years, but unless it progresses into that stage, they may not need the policy definition for critical illness benefit with regards to kidney. So what's the lesson here? A critical illness policy doesn't simply pay because you hear the name of an illness. The illness must meet the definition meeting in the policy contract. And this is why it's important to ask questions, understand your policy contract, and don't wait until it's time to make a claim to find out what your policy actually says. I am Abiomi Joseph. This has been Money Talk with AG, Financial Wisdom for Didi. Don't just own a policy. Understand the policy contract, understand what it means, right? So that you are protected for tomorrow. This has been Money Talk with AJ. I am Abiemi Joseph. Have a great day, guys. Bye.